Hello, this is Born 62, I'm Henrik Jurs. Many years ago, when I was a young man, I bought this book. This was my first source of information. This was my first book on fitness, exercise, anything like it. In those days, when I was around 18, there was no internet. In a small town I lived, you seldom saw any kind of magazines from USA or any other part. Later on I got a muscle fitness magazine with Arnold on it, but this book, The Education of a Bodybuilder, was my Bible at that time. This is the original. I kept it very nice. You can see it can almost go on Amazon, so nice how I kept it. But one of the exercises described in here that Arnold Schwarzenegger really liked was the incline curl with dumbbells, sitting like this. And I never got it to work. I tried and I tried, and I never had the results he had. And I followed the instructions to the letter, and I never really liked this exercise. Recently, in recent years, and you can see it has taken some time, I think I found out why. First off, when I looked at Arnold's pictures here, he was using huge dumbbells. So in my youth, I usually used to train too heavy. I simply picked up weights that were too heavy for me to do the movement in a real muscle building way. I would have to throw the weight up, I would have to jerk them up, I would have to wriggle back and forth on the bench to get the dumbbells moving. And well, that doesn't build muscle, I'll have to say. You will have to choose some weights where you can do some decent reps in good form, and you will have to do a lot of reps. If you are Arnold, you probably have a very good connection between your muscle fibers and your neural system, your brain. If you're me, you didn't have any when I started out, and you have to make this pathway come true. You have to create them. You have to make a connection between your nervous system and your muscle fibers. And you do that with high reps. And that's where I missed out. What you're doing here in order to build that biceps peak is, first and foremost, you're training with your arms behind your back. That way the outer head, the long head of the biceps are stretched. That is a way to isolate that one from the inner head, the shorter head, and that way you can build that peak. The other thing that Arnold emphasizes here is that you turn your wrist, meaning that you have a neutral grip in the bottom and you then supinate your grip until the pinky is up, preferably higher than your thumb. And then you should keep your arm behind the back. What you see often in gyms is people start out the right way and then they lift up their elbows like this, and the exercise is actually wasted. And I guess I probably did that too when I was young, because, well, as I said, the exercise never really helped me. But here in my later years I will give it a go once more. So I'll just put the book down and we'll look at it. Okay, here we go. Nice small dumbbells, nothing Arnold-like, but in good form. A good contraction in the top, not just swinging the arm up, but making sure that you get the contraction here. Good stretch in the bottom. I need one more. And that is the way you have to do it when you're not Arnold. Arnold can use 3 times my weight, and you can swing them in all directions and still get a good result. But if you're an average guy like me, try it this way instead. Write me if you have any comments, suggestions. I'll answer all of them. See you next week. Hi.